Yes, indeed they will with the scatter blast, but S4 chasing after him, gets the call up, holds into place, just gets that life burn going on, looking for the dunk, and there it is. But Limp, he does have to be careful now. He's got the Decrepify. He's gonna just have to teleport away as S4 has already made his own retreat.
Like how Nico just was like, I'm out of here, I'm gonna go farm. But that was just nice execution. Amazing positioning from FNG. That's the reason the fight is secured. I believe Limp certainly dies in the chrono if he had stepped out into it. But instead, you know, GA, Grace, heal, and then Limp all of a sudden doesn't even have time dilation on him. He's still free to work. Faith Bien. Very intimidating looking, but thus far feels a bit ineffective. And I mean, at least more effective than my man Xiao. Poor Xiao, this is just not a good game for the Bear.
It's just hard. It's just so very hard for him to get anything really done. I would say, you know, that was the thing I was most concerned about, was the impact that Faith Bien was going to be able to make later on, right? Because he absolutely dominated the laning phase. Looked very, very strong. Got 3 kills on FNG, but now it just feels like it's a little clunky trying to figure out how he exactly fits into all of this. Especially when you look at Alliance's draft, you know exactly how they want to play it.
Yep.
And simplicity is king.
Yeah, it does feel like the Ursa's a bit out of place.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It's kind of similar to a Clinkz, you know, burst physical, but there's just so much to control you. And it really feels like some sort of spellcaster, anything that did, you know, maybe not the Leshrac into a Pugna, but something that provided you with more team fight. But bottom.
What would you have liked to see then? Obviously the Pugna was a great last pick here, but
I think Invoker was banned as well as Death Prophet actually by PSG LGD. I wouldn't have minded either one of those heroes.
Okay.
That AoE control, the silence. This is nice, though. You do have Ursa, so...
Look at the teleports. Look at the teleports. Look at them. They're just all running here. They're like, something's up. Something doesn't seem right. Hi, Faith Bien. Back off.
Okay.
See Ame nearby. They might be able to finish this Roach, though. They're hesitating. They do have Y nearby as well, so if they try to jump in, they'll be punished.
It's huge, man. Alliance could have potentially ended the game with one swipe there if they were able to kill heroes plus take the Aegis for themselves, but not wanting to risk it. It is tough to invade blind into a chrono. Tombstone already dropped. Okay, we're diving.
Yeah, we are definitely diving. He's going right on in. This Blade Bell's doing a decent amount of damage against this Ursa. He goes pretty far, and he has the BKB Chronosphere coming out, and he's got the egg going, but he just doesn't have enough attack speed here. This is going to be an egg that's going to pop, and they'll get the kill on Y. Aegis already removed. This tower is going down. S4, he's waiting patiently. He knows he's got a kill waiting for him as he takes down Zhao 8, and they march right on into the base of PSG LGD.
Man, what a baller move. They're just initiating on the tier 3, but I really like that from Alliance because they understood counter initiation was coming. So Nico Baby just sort of, you know, he was going to be isolated. Immediately the egg comes out, so that just kind of cancels the chrono, and they're all of a sudden way out of Tombstone. It's just really nice play.
Trying to get the cookie hop over onto S4. Ame, of course, does a decent amount of damage, but it's just looking a bit more difficult for him to get engaged in these fights.
Still very impressive. A 10k gold lead almost for Alliance, 15-14. PSG certainly still in it, but I think they're going to need that next round of items. The Aghanims on the Undying is pretty sick. It takes the strength steal from 4 to 10, and then all of a sudden long fights really start to tilt the side towards this Radiant side. But I don't know.
Look at this aggression coming out from Alliance. They know that they're so strong right now, and they're just looking for their next engagement. Look at this Nico Baby coming right around the corner. Already has that having a grace. Jumps forward. Oh, lead poor Zhao 8 alone. Poor Bear. Silly old Bear.
Children.
S4 would have grabbed another had he landed that call, but yeah, Nico Baby has DD.
He's not afraid of anything. Look at this man. Doesn't have an Aegis.
Ulti ready.
He just waddles right on in. Gonna rejoin the rest of his team over here on the side. They know there's no Chronosphere, there's no Snapfire Kisses. Faithian can drop a Tombstone and maybe drop a couple decays, but that's not enough to make them leave your base. Why? A little play, forward, backwards, you know. Give them a little fright, but they end up taking the other axe.
Yep, ain't even conserved their ultimate on Nico Baby, so they're still ready to fight. Had they utilized it, it would have been an opportunity for PSG LGD to grab the respawn, perhaps chase them out of base. But with the BKB on your Sven as well, you're just not very afraid of anything. And, oh no, why? Why do you do this? Has to check, you know, you gotta try and control vision, but Alliance wisely just camping the triangle.
Yeah. I don't know how they stop this right now. Like, you can see Ame is just trying to push out some waves here. Nico Baby leaping right in.
Maybe not the tier 4s.
Maybe not the tier 4s, you know, but surprised you're not hitting something. Okay, the follow-up from S4, though, that's pretty darn good, as they'll be able to take down Faith Beyond. And they can start applying even more pressure. The BKB already popped the Nico Baby. He's going to go bottom. He's going to apply pressure with the rest of his team. Limp acting as a little battery here. Going to be able to heal people up.
That was pretty sick. Like, that was really nice play from Alliance. S4 and Nico Baby's done a great job kind of baiting out spells, covering one another. And you don't want to dive too deep, but you want to bait these abilities. As soon as somebody gets cookied in, they become a really tasty target. You know, see, he's just baiting here. He's just chilling, hanging out. It's the cookie. And then you can even see, like, he BKBs, he's turning around. S4's already in. A little to the left, and maybe he gets both, and they get a free snap fire as well. But either way, Scotty complete on Clinks. That's big for Ame. Should be able to help Kite just a little, but at this point, you need some miraculous ability placement, like 4-man chrono. Somehow, there's a target Zhao 8 can hit on the outskirts. Another reason the Ursa maybe not ideal here, because you just don't have a tool to deal damage here. You're taunted, then you're decrapped, you're stunned, then this guy turns into an egg. You can't deal damage into the chrono. It's just really rough for the director.
I just love how ridiculous it sounds. Like, you know, you're taunted, you're decrypted, like normal things. That this guy turns into an egg. Like, how am I supposed to deal with that? I love it. Daedalus completed now for Nico Baby. He's already hitting hard. He's about to hit even harder. 2 chops and you're out of here, friend. Wide falling. Fabian drops the tombstone. They're going to back off. Hanska needs some help here. He does have egg available, so he's going to try to do it, try to move out of the way. Snapfire Kiss is coming in. They'll use the Guardian Angel. Zhao is looking for the opening. Egg does indeed pop. Nico Baby jumping right back in again. He just slaughters the director. And he is going to get chronoed, though. Do they have enough damage? They should be able to take down FNG, but S4 over the back lines is able to get himself a beautiful call and just buy them more time so that they can safely take Nico Baby out. And they'll try to keep that battery going here from Limp, but eventually they take down Nico Baby. S4 on the run, decrepitified by Limp, as everyone on the side of Alliance starts backing out. Nice play here with that little ward. We'll be able to just slow them down just a little bit here, put a bit of damage. And Limp, he's trying, he's getting chased down. The Decrepify, though, again, buying him enough time where he can teleport safely away.
PSG LGD, I don't want to speak too soon. They might, like, be in this game. The Aghanims on Faith Beyond, he had 64 strength for a time. Like, he's actually pumping out a ton of damage, and that just removes damage from the Sven as well. In addition, you know, Ame just hits way too hard. Like, I don't know if the Q is balanced, I'll be honest. He just came out of Invis, gets the Skellies down, and then, you know, S4 had a great call. It wasn't enough. Like, Ame just kills everybody. Launch this fight again. It's an immediate
chop.
Yeah, 1671. I believe that was the year of the Magna Carta, but either way, 100% to 0. Void will buy back. Nice initiation from Zhao 8, forces the egg, and then pops ulti, so it doesn't take too much damage. The GA utilized maybe a bit early as well, because now they don't have it for the chrono, which is going to come in momentarily. But just watch Ame pumping in damage. Like, he's hitting Sven, just straight up kills the Omni Knight.
Think
Like,
about
right,
how much more they would have done if S4 hadn't got that call right then.
Yeah.
That moment. That was actually so well played. Why? Ooh, the nice thing about the yo-yo effect, but unfortunately not clever enough here. Not this time.
Now no buyback, so do you push is the question. It's really tough to play heroes like Sven against Scotty's. Flinks now has one. He's had one for a while, and now going for the nullifier next, so a bunch of damage. It could also potentially prevent BKBs in addition to purging the Guardian Angel.
Limp. Hello, friend. He has the dust. S4 is here, gets the call up. They've got the taunt. He's got the blade mail, the life drain. This is looking pretty darn good. As there's no buyback here on Ame.
under
There's
attack.
a dragon scale axe, and he still almost died to the clinks. That's insane.
Nico Baby on the hunt. Sees Zinq here. Hops forward. Oh, Zinq just a little bit faster. That's the team. They don't have Ame for 57 seconds.
Then as ulti pops, this is really the move you want to make.
Sven's a big boy.
Got good vision.
He's gonna blink forward. He's going for it. Seems like they just want to go. But yeah, the BKB immediately here from Nico Baby. Doesn't have to wait. Oh, he walks into the Chronosphere. Oh no. Not enough damage though to do much. So it looks like Chrono held him in place, but that's about it for now. Hunskin's already in the face here. He's just trying to get a little bit of space. Goes for the egg. Nico Baby's here. They're gonna be able to pop it. Nico running on in, wants to get the kill on. Why that's a big crit. Oh baby. On the back lines, S4 is just trying to fight this massive Undying. He needs his battery help coming up from Limp, because he's just so tanky. They get the kill on Limp. No way, coming in hot. Is he gonna be able to? Oh, the kill over on Zhao 8. Nico, they have the Guardian Angel. It's buying them some time, but it's not looking like it's gonna be enough. Look at Faith Beyond. He's so tanky. 5,300 health. Nico Baby has to blink up to the high ground. Do they have the vision? Can they get there fast enough? No.
Oh my goodness, dude, this Undying. I don't.
Are you a believer yet?
I'm definitely a believer, considering how bad this game looked. You know, behind like 10k gold at 15 minutes, they've stabilized, and the Undying, like, you can't really target him anymore because he hit a 4-man decay and just immediately gained like 1,600 health.
Yeah, look at this. In the back lines, S4 has been hunting. He's trying to get this. He's just a little bit off the screen.
This is Hanskin just getting a little too aggressive. If his team's a bit closer, perhaps you can cover. You may have wanted to trust in his Pugna there, but watch this. Like, they go Faith Beyond. This has worked all game. 4,000 health. But then he's got active hood. He still has stick. The decay, soul rip aggressively, didn't even need it to heal himself, and then the damage is just unreal. And if they, oh man, this decay just a little off, otherwise they get that kill. Would have been really nice to take out the Sven.
They do have the Aegis online though now for the Clinks, so it's got to be feeling a little bit better for this time for PSG LGD.
And the shard given
Ooh,
to...
that is nice for the flash golem.
Oh. They have one now on the Snapfire as well. So the point blank scatter blast will now stun.
Anything they can do to try to lock down these heroes. They're just being allowed to kind of skirt around the edges.
Gold and sweet.
A lot of this as well is, you know, yeah, he's died a couple times to some crits, but as far as game impact goes, I feel like
The jump forward from S4. He's gonna get decrepit. Limp waiting over on the back line. Nice Chronosphere coming out from Y. He's gonna hold them in place, so it allows them to finish up over onto S4. Snapfire Kiss is coming in, perhaps a little too late. FNG though with the Glimmer Kick, they have the vision, they have the Sentry Ward. Can they get the final hits off? No. FNG's going to survive, but look at this, look at the rest of the team. They're on the way. Nico Baby using the Spider Legs, turns around, chops down Y. But Fabian, he's a big tanky boy. He's got the whip. He said, come back here, FNG. We're not ready to get rid of you just yet, but can't quite find him. Look at this guy.
Yeah. I know he's dying a bunch, but I was just about to say, like, why on this face this void? You won't find many 5 positions to have more game impact with less net worth. Like, this time dilation, he's getting sick chronos off. And yeah, Alliance, I think they're going to make a smoke move. Indeed they are. They still have their big spells. They know there's no chrono. It'd be a great window here.
I mean, Wise, the way that he's performing, you know, even just with like the Chronosphere, right, is very similar to something like a Clockwork. It just takes a couple heroes out of the fight so that, you know, they can't do anything. Nico Baby signs himself a Snapfire. Goodbye, Grandma.
No buyback.
And Showade immediately hightailing it the heck out of here. Limp already teleporting to these creep shots, jumping down over to the low ground. They want... Need to push out the lane here.
It's so but what a good shot.
Oh, Ame doing a lot of damage here to S4. Now he's going to go on the retreat.
Went for the BKB before Nullifier. I think I like it here because Decrep offensively would have been annoying. The Fire Spirits, it's just tough to play properly. This ensures he'll be able to position effectively, allow the Chronosphere to provide a lot of the control. And yeah, it looks like the shard primarily for Clinks you needed, just so you always have the death pack.
Nico baby, he's got a spider like BKB out. Ame though jumping over onto the back lines. They don't quite have the vision though, as he has Glimmer Cape and the Force Staff. Espoir has to be careful, he's going in for the call. They have Limp over on the high ground. They're trying to just take out the Faceless Void, and they won't be able to do it with a big stun. Fabian though, he's very tanky. Nico baby throwing out the stun. Zhao 8 forced to run away, and they have this drain though coming out from Limp, doing a decent amount of damage over on the back lines again. Zhao 8 to fall. Ame though still putting out a lot of damage. Espoir, he's got to be very careful. Just moves off to the side again. Limp doing the little battery dance that he can do. As a Pugna will be able to ensure Espoir still part of this fight as they go in again with that Storm Hammer. They've got some of the damage. Do they have enough that was the question? Well, he does have the Chronosphere if they need it to just try to disengage, but he's got to be very careful. Nico baby just chopping them down into pieces, breaking those bones apart, and it looks like they'll finally be able to take out the Aegis for the first time. And he's coming up a second. There it is, the call followed up here. Y trying to find the angle, trying to figure out what's the best play here. S4 taking a lot of damage. They have the Decrepify, the little battery coming out, but they grab up the book of the Van, the Guardian Angel. Fabian finally falling over here. He's next to go down. Jin Q will also fall. Ame though, he also gets murdered as Y gets taunted up, held into place, and just sucked dry.
Nice fight from Alliance. Really good usage, just kind of kiting around, ensuring that they got on top of Ame, but more importantly, there was no Snapfire for that initial engagement. LGD playing with just 4. He pretty much respawns, TPs, dies again. Clinks has bought back, but now the net worth disparity is insane. And Sven, you can see, yeah, Clinks can kite, but if you actually get up close and personal, like Ame cannot go toe to toe. And I love that he went for the stun duration instead of the God Strength. He just needs people to stand still so he can hit him.
Place. That's been the name of the game for Limp this entire time. That's what S4 has been used primarily for in the early game. Look at this damage though.
Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen.
That's Rax number 2. No chrono, and yeah, Limp, you know, just keep pushing, getting stuff done. I like the stacking CDR with the quickening charm, so he's very happy as a Pug. You can see the blast on what is that, like a 2.7 second CD? No, just 3 flat.
I mean, all eyes were on Limp this game, and I would say he has definitely exceeded those expectations with the way that he has played.
Oh, for sure. He had 5-1 and 19. I think the one death was just to the Chronosphere where he got all in, so he's got to be happy. Gonna have the Hex finished up soon. Do they just, again, they need more control. That was what was missing, and this pesky Void will have some serious problems if he tries to leap forward any longer. 0, 13, and 12 on the Void, but don't let the score fool you. He has played quite well.
Bit of a stun here over onto Nico baby. He's got the BKB though. FNG is here to save him as 4 following up, has the call. And they'll do a decent amount of damage over here. The egg actually forced down here by Ame. Zhao 8 should be able to get the kill on the Phoenix. Nico baby now forced to run away. FNG will fall. S4 already popping that BKB, has to be careful. Cookie hop forward again, he has the BKB, but they're just hot on his heels. I don't think S4 is going to be able to survive this. It's going to take something short of a miracle, and unfortunately the gods aren't listening today for him.
Man, PSG, they just keep finding these openings. It's unbelievable. Like the damage output you saw, like Nico baby, he just had to run from undying Snapfire, like 2 decays, and he's like half his health is gone. That's a tier 2. That'll open up the outpost. I mean, not bloody beaten perhaps, but not out. Their base is in trouble. But Faith Beyond now with the Blink Dagger, like
what a boss.
Even if they lose this game, I think Core Undying certainly has something to it. Like, look at this damage. Any follow-up, any kind of stun, if Zhao 8's closer, that's just a kill. Yeah, I'd laugh too.
He's having a good time here.
I'm going toe-to-toe with the enemy Sven, who has near twice my net worth.
I think what it comes down to for Alliance is they have to be the ones who engage first. Because I would say S4 is so incredibly key to being able, especially if you get more than one hero. Yeah. Obviously you've got high priority heroes, but if you can get multiples, and also if Nico baby can find a stun opening, that just solidifies them the fight, it feels, most of the time, because that allows Limp to sit back, he can go and put out that heal.
And you saw the Observer mouse over. The talent's acquired.
Yes.
1.5 second on the Decay CD. So now it's with the Charm picked up, 2.2 seconds on a 10 AoE strength steal. So if you take these fights and they last too long on Alliance, this Undying will suddenly have like 10,000 health. Your heroes are going to be in big trouble. Zombies galore. going for the overwhelming blink. Oh, if they can pull this off, now a prism, even better. More CDR.
Or are
Hell
we gonna
yeah.
get a fun Kyle betting thing? Are we gonna wager something if they can pull this off, Kyle?
No. I've learned my lesson. I like my hair. I like my clothing. I am not going to wager anything on my body. Alliance, though, they are wagering on this smoke. They're going to move forwards into the enemy jungle. There's only the one Rax remaining, and PSG LGD, they are playing quite conservatively. They'll smoke up themselves.
Too.
Yeah, Roche spawns in a minute, so they want to take control.
Dasher online for this Ursa Bear. Working towards getting that nullifier now on Clinks. So high ground to low ground, though. S4. Smoke. Breaking. Finds himself an Ame, but the Chronosphere in the back line from White. He's going to be able to hold 3 of them into play. Fabian getting these beautiful, beautiful decays. It's looking a bit scary right now. As Alliance. Nico Baby's just on an island all alone. What? Too aggressive, perhaps? Or just didn't realize the rest of the team couldn't move forward?
Don't walk up the high ground with no vision. It was on my Spotify earlier today. Stuck in my head. Alliance, though, they weren't listening, and they go straight up into a yet another insane Chronosphere from Y. As you said, Faith Beyond getting insane decays on the high ground. Like, you just can't do that. Yeah, I know you had a huge lead. They have no vision. They're just walking up the hill. Yeah, nice initiation from S4, but an excellent BKB. And yeah, like, of course this is going to happen, though. And they actually did. Xiao Wei was able to deal damage into the chrono of how it was placed. So they end up killing off the Phoenix. And Roche is spawning. Roche spawning in 6 seconds. And Nico Baby is like, ooh, I don't know. 6k gold. Like, the game is even. Here's Roche. What's he got? A free Aghanim Scepter for somebody? I don't know, Mark. It's getting scary. Alliance, you were supposed to teach Liquid a thing or two, not learn from them.
It's a pretty impressive couple team fights that we've seen taken by PSG LGD. You know, Alliance, they had him on the ropes for sure. Early on, you could see that Ame was just, you know, held back. But they do end up giving him the Burning Army here. He'll be the one to receive the Ags. I have to say, the impact of Faith Beyond the Dying and this Chronosphere is coming out from Y. They're just so important. Yeah. So integral.
The Void support is sick. Like, it is just really fun to watch, and this guy certainly knows what he's doing. And just, wow, they have a gold lead now, Moxie. And this is historically, you've never been able to count out, like, there's this old, I think it's an ROTK line about how advantage is nothing, can you high ground? And when it comes to PSG LGD, all throughout their history, like, they're not going to give you the win. They're on the ropes, but like, none of the fights they took were just bad. Like, they didn't bleed kills. They were losing fights to Alliance because they were getting outplayed, but they make you continue to outplay them if you want to get the win. Even 2 racks down, it just feels so hard. Like, they're ahead in this game now. Ame's top netball all of a sudden.
Oh boy, that is a very big surprise as Faith Beyond not going to be able to get all those stacks. As Forno was taking so much damage. Guardian Angel coming into play here. Score with the BKB, and the Angel should be able to survive. This Nico Baby, he's hunting for someone that he can actually hit as he is being kited. Armor Cape going to be used as well as the Heavenly Grace. Hanskin hoping they can find someone, and they do manage to find a very nice target in the form of Ame.
He's alone.
He is alone. He's about to be coming right back up again, and he's not going to be lonely because he's got a lot of, well, maybe not friends, but people around him, and then he's just going to be dead. No buyback on this Clinks.
Has it in 30 seconds, but I guess apologies for the jinx, and you're welcome, Alliance fans. They somehow find an insane team fight, great positioning. They had vision, 3 wards surrounding the battleground, and they just blew up the Undying. How much health did he have? 3,000 health, but apparently just not enough armor. He got exploded, obliterated, no decays able to be utilized, and yeah, maybe just go throne here if you're Alliance.
They do have the Chronosphere from Y if they want to try to just buy a bit more time, but it's not going to be enough time, I don't think, here. Look at this. Fortification will come out.
They'll have their Clinks soon. No, they won't. He didn't have gold. Who cares about the cooler? He has no gold for buyback.
That is
he's got to like drop items or something.
Nico turning back around. S4. Y looking for something. Does manage to Chronosphere 3. Again, buying just a little bit more time, but it's just buying time. That's all he can do is use it as a way to hold people into place. That's one thing we managed to find Hanskin over 50, and it's just a very tanky boy smacking away over here at Limp. Limp, he gets cookie hopped down.
Oh my,
Dead Tugna, they're forcing them out of the base. FNG, Hazawi turns around. He's like, oh, wait, didn't we kill you? No, not yet. Nico Baby with the spider legs, running for his life here. We've got so much decay going on. Faith Beyond is a big boy, 6,800 health.
I need.
And Nico Baby, he just, S4, he just has to run.
I need a replay and a DPS meter. Holy shit. 5,000 damage dealt. I feel like he did the brunt of that in like 3 seconds. And Ale's still dead. Alliance just got wiped. 4 against 5. Okay. Undying Core. You've seen it here first, ladies and gentlemen. And let's run it back.
Dyer's
here we go.
middle
Damage
tower
breakdown.
is under attack.
Rashal 8.
I mean, he gets hexed, but I guess he's just a distraction, right? Nice Chrono comes in, and this is like, it's still all looking fine, right? No big deal.
Right,
We're
right.
okay here. And then all of a sudden, here comes
Here
Faith Beyond.
comes the big boy.
Like, Hanskin legitimately exploded. A great scatter blast there from Jin Q. The stun prevents the egg, but end of the day, just unbelievable amounts of burst damage from heroes you really don't expect it from.
Dyer's bottom tower.
I love Dota.
It is a hell of a video game.
I love seeing new stuff, especially, you know, I'm not even sure if it's necessarily like something even patch related here. Diving a bit deep, but
Dyer's
seems to
middle
have
tower
the
is
backup
under
as
attack.
the pressure is on. Why?
Dyer's structures
Gonna keep
are
skirts
falling.
back and forth here. Does have his axe completed.
You gotta become with no Chronosphere. No Tombstone, no Burning Army. So if you're PSG LGD, reset. So far, Vision has been the true king of this game. Both teams finding good opportunities when they have control of the areas in advance. And a Faith Beyond, he has the Aeon Disc now.
Go.
Pre-pop.
Go. Better not fall off. Lockett is nearby. Nico's pretty far forward here,
Oh,
though. Yeah, nice cookie hop away. Spider legs. Nico, he's hungry.
gotta get the blink.
Smells blood in the water. He wants it. Cannot get there fast enough, though. He's gonna back off.
That was huge. No buyback on Faith Beyond. That was trouble.
Well, they were trying to see if they could take some damage over here onto Zhao 8, but again, they have Ame here. They
Nullified.
too much. Nico Baby, he's BKB'd. It doesn't even matter. Another Chrono here coming out from Y. They should be able to go and take it down. No, not quite going to be able to take down the egg, but the long range Snapfire Kids is coming in hot. Is it going to be enough to take down S4? They take down, maybe to take down S4, and they're looking to get anything else they can. Lift these armies are doing so much to cancel it out. They're able to just take down the Pugna. My God. But damn, buyback now coming out from Limp. It's not ready to sit down.
I just can't believe it. Like, why with this Aghanims? You get the huge Chrono and then follows it up with a bash on all targets thanks to the Aghanims upgrade. Interrupts Limp's TP, now forces the buyback. You have no buyback on your Sven. There's no way that LG... Okay, he'll have it in 17 gold, so he's going to have it in time. They won't get thrown here, and there's no Chrono. Maybe you get a nice fight out of this.
That's the hope if you're an Alliance fan right now, but PSG LGD giving us a masterclass in being patient and just...
Oh, no.
Tower
The reincarnation talent of Faith Beyond.
Oh my
He will not die.
Literally living up to the name, Undying to jump forward. They find themselves Hanskin right off the bat. The Nullifier over onto FNG as Ford trying to just keep him alive. They'll use a sheep as well. Faith Beyond, okay.
Not gonna work.
He's coming back up again though, like we said. Just can't get rid of him. They're just surrounding FNG. S4 trying to find this opening. Maybe they can get enough damage off. All right, they take down FNG. Hello, Zhao, next to fall. After getting a triple kill though. Another buyback.
Buyback, you know there's no buyout on Limp's Pugna. 100 seconds, you're gonna have a 4-on-5.
Dyer's top barracks.
No gold for it on FNG, so it's a 3-on-5. Chrono and 30. Ame starts to hit throne.
Yeah.
Dyer's
No
middle
reason for him
tower
not to
is
right
under
now.
attack.
Alliance trying to figure out how do we get into this fight. We don't have our Omni. Okay, all right. They might have been able to find themselves a double kill. Nico, baby, that's looking pretty good. But it's not looking good for Nico, baby, because he's dead. Oh my word, the GG gets called.
Dyer's middle tower is under
Beautiful, beautiful game coming out from PSG
Dyer's
LGD.
middle tower.
I just can't. It's just like, man,
LGD.
that wasn't as fun for me to play as it was for everybody else. But holy, okay. So what are we wearing? Like Clinks, excellent hero. We're gonna see that all tournament long. Core Undying. either